What's up guys? In today's video we're going to be installing this TB Performance rear motor mount on my Focus ST. And if you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you'll know that I have a CPE Stage 2 rear motor mount. And the reason I'm replacing that with this TB Performance one is because one of the bushings on my CPE motor mount split after about 2 years of normal use. And I found the TB Performance motor mount. It has good reviews, and it was on sale, so it was basically the cheapest motor mount that I could find for the Focus ST. And they weld them in-house, so I was able to verify that they're good quality. I think it's going to be pretty stiff and have a lot of vibration, but CPE does warranty their motor mounts. But I need to have a motor mount in there while I have it sent out to warranty, and I didn't want it to be the stock one, so I just went ahead and picked this up on sale. And while this one is in there, I'll see if I like it more than the CPE, and if not, I'm going to send the CPE motor mount back anyways to CPE, and they're going to rebuild it for me and put a new bushing in there under their lifetime warranty program, and then I'll be able to kind of decide which one I want after that. But this is a one-piece motor mount, so I had to get my stock other piece that this will attach to. I believe it'll go like that, and then this will bolt in. And then I'm assuming the rest of the bolts are up in there to put this on. So I've already got the car jacked up here. And if we go ahead and slide under here, I will show you. You can see there's some gunk under here that happens to be a turkey that I hit on the way to an autocross event, which I probably should clean off of under here because it's pretty disgusting. You can see it's all on my exhaust down there, and then the heat shield is all destroyed and hanging down over the exhaust. But aside from that, here is the rear motor mount. First thing I'll have to do is take this bolt off right here, which I assume I'm going to need a breaker bar for, because I know I put that in super tight. And then you can see right there, there's the split bushing, and it's causing the car to not drive as good as I would like. And then you can see there's this downpipe bracket, which I'm actually probably just going to take out after this because I've heard you don't need it. So I'm just going to get rid of that, and then that'll make it easier to reinstall. And then it's pretty much just taking all these bolts out. So I'm going to go ahead and get started getting these bolts off with a breaker bar and stuff, and then we'll see what we have to do from there, and if I'm missing any bolts to put in the OEM piece. So I got the CPE motor mount out. It wasn't too hard. The only hard thing is there's a bolt that's like, I guess it's this one right here. But when the motor mount's here, it's up above, and you can barely fit a crescent wrench up in there to get it out. So it takes like 15 minutes of turning it, like an eighth of a turn back and forth to finally get it out. But other than that, it's pretty easy to get out. Just have a breaker bar and the various size sockets that fit. I used a mix of metric and imperial unit tools, but it doesn't really matter as long as they work. I do know this one is a 15mm, and I be sure to use 6-sided sockets on the ones that are super tight to avoid rounding them out. Because when I first took the stock motor mount out of this hole right here, it was so tight, like it was almost impossible to get out. But after I tightened it last time I switched the motor mount, it was fine. You can see I guess you can't really see the split. Oh yeah, there you can. Try to get the light on it. There's the split right there in the CPE motor mount, so I'm going to ship this back to them and have them fix it, because it shouldn't do that. And I've noticed it's performing quite a bit worse than it used to. So we're going to get that fixed, this is the rear section of it. It's just a solid metal piece. But now that all the other things are out, it'll be pretty easy and simple to put the TV Performance one in, I'm assuming. I was wondering if I could just use... Yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? Anyways, so here's the TV Performance one. I assume when I tighten that down, it'll kind of clamp on over it, but you can see this one is this piece here, and they go like this. If I can get it to work. But that's how they both go in the car. So I'm going to start with putting the TV Performance one in, and then just getting the bolts through it and everything. And I'm going to leave the exhaust, the downpipe bracket out, because I don't really think it serves a point anymore with an aftermarket downpipe, and it's just more annoying bolts that I don't really want to deal with. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. I'm curious if I'm going to lose or gain performance with this, because the CPE mount is solid here, and then it has a bushing here. But this one has the stock bushing here, which I'm assuming this is still a bushing right here. So I'm not sure if that's going to make it better or worse, given that there's this here. Obviously this bushing is way stiffer. So we're going to see. I know the noise and vibration harshness will be quite a bit higher at first, but once it is broken in after about 500 miles, we'll see how it does, and I might make an update video on how it's performed in that time as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and I'll let you know if I run into any troubles. So the new motor mount is put in with the OEM piece. It was a lot easier and a lot quicker to put it in than take it out, but you can see it all up there now. It's all looking good, so I'm going to go ahead and clean everything up under here and drop it down, and then we'll start it and see how it feels. So the car's lowered back down, so let's go ahead and start it up. You're not really going to be able to see much. You might be able to hear it, but I'll just describe how it feels, I guess, in comparison to being used to a broken in motor mount. So to be quite honest with you, just with the initial startup, I honestly think it's less vibration than the CPE motor mount, which might be because it uses the second part of the factory motor mount. But we'll let the idle come back down and see how it feels like. This is with the AC on, by the way, and that's when the vibration will be the worst. I assume I'll want to put the CPE motor mount back in just so that the full OEM part is completely replaced and it doesn't have those soft bushings anymore. Okay, so when the RPM lowers, there is some noise and vibration, but it's honestly, I don't think it's as bad as the CPE was, even when it was broken in. Yeah, even just revving it a little bit, I don't think it's it is not near the same as the CPE, so I actually think it's better. And this is before it's broken in. So I guess that is that for this video. I guess I'll keep you guys updated. I'll probably, if this changes as I break it in, I'll make an update video on it, and then I guess in that update video I will also talk about the CPE motor mount getting rebuilt, and if I end up putting it back in, if I like that one better. But that's pretty much it for this video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.